Ryan Trebon here with Cyclocross Magazine. Congrats on your win. How did it go?
It's good. Every time it's a race, you know, and I wanted to win the first mountain bike race for Cannondale SuperX, and I wanted to win the first cross race with them. So even though it's just a, kind of a small dealer camp race, it's still fun. It was pretty bumpy out there. You know, the new bikes are awesome. I'm really excited to be on the Cannondales and the zip wheels, cement tires, and all the SRAM product. It's phenomenal. You know,
pretty good way to start the cross season.
That's the start of the cross season. It's just something fun to do during the summer, you know. Cross season doesn't start till, middle of September. So.
Right.
But it's good definitely to go out there and feel good on the bike, you know, and I'm really happy the way it handles and the way it fits and everything. So I'm looking forward to this fall and winter.
Awesome. So middle of July, pretty warm up here at... So we're at altitude. What do you think about summer cyclocross?
That was more of a short track course, I would say, at cross bikes, than it would be a cross course. That was really rocky and bumpy out there. You know, you had the tire pressure way up, and just hoping not to have mechanicals and anything. And it's fun. You know, I like racing cross, and I'm always excited to race it every year. I think I don't want to see the season start earlier, but it's fun to come out every once in a while just for like an expo thing and show off the bikes and the sponsor stuff. So.
When did you decide to attend this event?
I kind of planned on it, talking with the guys from Clement, months ago. It was just, we went and did Mountain Bike Nationals, the Crusher and the Tusher, Cascade Classic, and then this, and it was just a good block of racing, and now I'm going to take a couple days off the bike.
Yeah. So was it mostly to test the legs against your competitors, or to show off the sport to dealers, or what was the main motivation?
Both.
Yeah.
Not so much to test our legs against the competitors because there's a lot can happen in 7 weeks of cross season. But it's mostly for just come out and show off the bikes, show off the tires, show off the new equipment, and represent our sponsors.
Awesome. I understand you just got your bikes?
No, I actually have had my cross bike for almost a month now.
Okay.
I just, a friend of mine works for Cannondale, was driving from Bend, and so I didn't get my bike until about 5 o'clock this evening. So
I see.
It was enough time to warm up and just go out there. I've been riding pretty well and I felt good, so I just want to take advantage of it tonight.
Right. And this is a cantilever model, but I understand you have a disc bike coming?
Yeah, the rest of our bikes are mean disc. I think that's definitely the way forward for cyclocross, and this is just kind of my home training bike. It just makes it easier with wheels and stuff like that. So.
Obviously, being a tall guy, they had to custom make a bike for you. Do you have any input on the geometry, or how does that happen?
I talked to the guys at Cannondale a lot about what my specific needs are, what I want the bike to ride like, geometry-wise. I've been doing this for a long time, and so I know what feels good, and they just adjusted to fit what they think, as well too. And so it's a good mesh, and the bike's awesome. It's super light. The geometry's spot on, and honestly, I'm really happy to be back on, especially zip wheels, SRAM product, Avid brakes, and Clement tires. It's phenomenal support for us.
Your first ride with your new teammate Tim Johnson, your first race with him. Did you guys do any team tactics? Talk a lot?
We were riding together for a bit there, but I just there's a steep little ride up, and I just had a little bit more gear over the top of it, and so I started going, and I'm like, Tim's pretty strong, and I don't want to get beat by every day, so I just kept pushing the advantage when I could, and I'm happy to win. Winning's always nice. Every time you line up against guys like Tim and Page and Verdon, it's going to be a race. We all want to win. We want to prove that we're fast. So it's a good time.
Awesome. So what's next?
A couple days off the bike, and then just getting ready for cross season. I'm going to go do one more mountain bike event, but mostly just a lot of training.
First cross race of the season, Vegas?
Vegas, yeah. I've been looking at starting earlier, but this is hard.
Long season.
So,
And your season goal?
Win everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Sounds like a great goal. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Andrew.